by Ty Detmer. His record 7-4 as a starter. In front of him, Barrett, Brooks, McIntyre, the ex-49er, McKenzie, Panos, and Richard Cooper. Waters, the ex-49er, Turner, Fryer, Christy Jones, and Jason Dunn, the rookie tight end.
Guys,
Especially when you have to stay on the field as long as they've had to.
Rodney Peete so far has hit 5 different receivers.
Peete to throw again. Touchdown, Fryer. The Eagles break on top.
Great pass protection, perfect throw by Rodney Peete to Irving Fryer. He just ran a post pattern on Tom Carter. Boy, that really looked too easy, didn't it? But they didn't get the pass right. 8 different receivers have caught passes.
Here's Peete. Touchdown. A strike to Chris T. Jones. He hit Fryer. Now he hits Jones. That was from 9 yards out. The Eagles recapture the lead.
On the same pattern against the same guy. Again, it's that post pattern out here, and it's against.
Vital. They score a touchdown here. First and goal, down by 23. Just 2 minutes to go.
Anything positive to build on.
Waters, and that's a positive. He's in for 6. Ricky finds the opening as he slithers to his left. Touchdown, Eagles.
Did he put a good move to the inside? Ricky Waters with those incredibly quick feet.
They're going to go for 1 here. You have a situation where
You had 3 touchdowns and 3 two-pointers. That give you 24 points. I guess they're thinking the odds of doing that are slim.
Right.
Risks with it.
16th play of the drive. And Garner spins and does get in. Touchdown. So Charlie Garner gets into the end zone to make it 39-13.
You start putting a little more confidence into your quarterback.
A lot of check with me at the line. 3rd and 1, and here is Waters. First down and more. Touchdown, Philadelphia. $11 yards for Ricky Waters, and if anything can get a team out of the doldrums, it is a first drive as impressively as the Eagles ran that bad for Troy. They play Indianapolis later. 2nd down and 13. Rodney Peete with worlds of time throws touchdown to Chris T. Jones.
That one's on Jeffries,
who was shaken up moments ago, but Jones with his 2nd touchdown catch of the season.
a lot of time to throw this football again. Then they're working up top, but anytime your offensive line, look at this, look at how much time you have. All kinds of time. Looks like Barrett Brooks may have gotten away with another one. And then they're sitting outside. Here comes your safety looking for it. Nice catch.
Instead, it's 1st and goal from the 1. Rodney Peete with the quarterback sneak. No sign yet. Touchdown. Rodney Peete with the quarterback sneak. And the Eagles with a big touchdown with 7:32 remaining in the 4th quarter.
That was Chris T. Jones on a great effort. And also, you have to look at the Detroit defense.
Pick off my feet.
They toes left. Waters comes right, goes left. Touchdown. Nifty run of 2 yards.
Nifty is a pretty good word for it. I mean, there was some niftiness in it, and there was some power in it, and there were some good decisions in it. He's got power, and he's fearless over the middle.
2nd down and 3. 13-10 ball game. Hand off to Waters. Big hole. He's on his way. It's a foot race. Waters from the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Hey, Vern, 2 different types of touchdowns. That is a 56-yard run. The other one was only 2 yards, and it was a power run. So Ricky Waters, after putting on 20 pounds this offseason to get some more strength, still has breakaway speed. He catches the ball. He can go 56 yards as he did right there. and he can give you a powerful 2-yard run like he did in the first half. He has had a terrific season. He had a good season a year ago. Rushed for 1,300 yards. And
goal. They went for the touchdown and did not get it. Here's Morton Anderson to kick off. Taken at the 3. Derek Witherspoon. Watch out. Witherspoon. No flags down. Derek Witherspoon. Backbreaker. Touchdown. See if Ray Rhodes can smile.
look at that. 1995, December 17th. Derek Witherspoon did it 86 yards versus the Cardinals. He goes 97 tonight. And Ray Rhodes, who said, hey, I'm really upset with my return teams. They've had a couple of good returns by Witherspoon tonight. And that'll knock the Falcons out, including...
4th and 1. The Eagles can get a first down without a touchdown from the 1.5-yard line. And to Waters. And he scores. He broke the Darren Woodson tackle, and it wasn't the cleanest handoff you've ever seen.
Ricky Waters making the decision to take it to the outside against the... Well, Dan characterized him as one of the best defensive safeties, maybe the best, at supporting the run, Darren Woodson. And he beat Darren Woodson when they opened against Chicago. But they've had an opportunity, I think, to play themselves back into shape. And now they have an opportunity to show that. And 3 of those guys are on that offensive line.
2nd and 11. Look out. Aikman gets sacked. And it's Red Hall who picks up the ball after Brian Dawkins creates the play. And the Eagles get right back in the game.
No flags.
You notice that on the play before, James Willis came on a blitz up the middle. That time Emmett Thomas comes on a blitz from the outside with his rookie Dawkins and gets the big play. Down by 10, the Eagles have gambled defensively, and boy, has it paid off.
Man, you said something earlier. This was a piece of cake for other Cowboy teams for the last couple of years. You blitz them and you were in trouble. They'd release it so quickly. They didn't slow the blitz down, and there's no one to throw the football to.
And the Eagles are...
For all those things. Oh, yeah. Tyrone Wheatley, the running back, first down on the Giant 27. Jay Brown hit, and he loses the ball. It's a free ball picked up by Thomas, and Thomas is going to run it in for the touchdown. And the Philadelphia Eagles, with a big defensive play, have scored the touchdown. Now, Red Cashin.
I don't know. That looked like it should have been blown right there.
Well, Cashin may rule that it was a...
But I think he put his arms up already. Watch, he's looking.
Right.
There's coverage down the field. Now he's trapped. Now take off. He's about to throw.
Mike Mamula forced that.
Oh,
fumble.
he tried to throw that away. That is a fumble. That is correct.
Yes, they were all over it.
That's
and
a
William
poor decision. That's a very poor decision by Dave Brown. He was going down. He tried to flip it back like it would be an incomplete pass, and instead he got a fumble. Mamula beats Bishop to the top side. As he's going, watch him at the end. See how he tried to flip it up to Wheatley? Instead, it's ruled a fumble, and that's what they're going to have their discussion about right now.
But the call was a correct one. It was a fumble. Brown said he was throwing. He was not, and the Eagle touchdown should hold up.
He's saying that he was going to give that throw was kind of like over the head thing.
William Thomas being congratulated on the sideline as the Eagles get a defensive touchdown. We have had 2 touchdowns today. 1 defensive touchdown for the Eagles and a punt return for a score. Tyrone Wheatley was shaken up and only now getting up. 1:51 remaining in the game, and the Eagles in front 18-10.
All right, I want you to watch as Mamula comes from the backside. See if his knee is down to stop it before he throws.
No way was he trying to throw.
See right here, that's where he's trying to throw back over the top like that. But because it was such a feeble attempt and a poor decision, it comes off as a fumble.
Well, who was he trying to throw to?
Well, he was trying to throw it to Wheatley out in the flat. And here comes the now watch, his knee's not down. See, he tries to flip it out to Wheatley, who's standing right there. Poor decision.
46-yard run is long for the season. 56. Detmer's pass. Touchdown, Eagles. Irving Fryar.
Marvin will go down as a beautiful catch, but I don't think he was throwing to Irving Fryar.
Irving Fryar, the one-time Miami Dolphin, with his second touchdown of the season. Getting to it early offensively. 10th play of the drive. They did pick up the first down. It's a 1st and goal at the 1. Detmer throwing. Touchdown again, Irving Fryar.
A big confidence boost for Ty Detmer. These first 2 drives where he has been almost letter perfect in his throwing, but also in his ball handling with the running game. You know, when you got a new quarterback, and he's going to be your quarterback penalty anyway.
10 seconds remaining in the half. Eagles do have 2 timeouts remaining. And again, Detmer looking end zone. And throwing. Touchdown! Irving Fryar again. And he beats Terrell Buckley.
And I know why Jimmy Johnson is going to be mad when this play's over with. They had a blitz on. Zach Thomas was among the blitzers, and he got hit immediately and just kind of stood there. So there was man-to-man coverage down the field with no pressure on the quarterback. The result, a touchdown. Dan Marino gets more and more with Jimmy Johnson.
2nd down and 11. And Detmer throwing deep. He has Fryar again. That's 4 for Irving Fryar. A 36-yard touchdown pass. And Irving tossing the ball to a fan in the crowd. Irving Fryar came into today with 1 touchdown. 4 more to make it 5 for the season for the one-time Miami Dolphins.
Here's your moment for Dan Marino.
But the Eagles obviously want to hold on to that football the rest of the way. Here's Waters breaking through. Inside the 30. Inside the 20. Waters. Touchdown.
We won't see Marino now.
A 49-yard touchdown. 164 yards on the ground for Ricky Waters. 21 carries, 164 yards, and the Eagles extend to a 34-21 lead.
Look at the determination on Ricky Waters as he comes off the field. He left the 49ers wanting to be the man here in Philadelphia. The guy that can make a difference and put him into contention for a Super Bowl and playoffs year after year. Those are the kind of runs that do it.
And now
Offense and defense in question here. 2nd down, goal from the 3. Waters again, and Ricky Waters is in for the touchdown. Ricky Waters gets his 7th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles on top 6-0.
Straight ahead.
1 Eagle timeout left. And Detmer looking to the end zone.
Wow.
And it's caught for a touchdown. Jason Dunn, the rookie from Eastern Kentucky. And now we've got a fight on the field at the 15-yard line.
The fight's over the quarterback. They hit the quarterback from the backside, and you got to love this little guy. It ended up, he got up fighting with everybody else.
Jason Dunn, a second-round pick out of Eastern Kentucky, with his first career touchdown. And the Eagles go up 13-0.
This Eagle offense has looked very good on this drive.
First and goal at the 5.
This is the 13th play.
Eagle touchdown.
Now that is football. You come back and they score on you. You're on the road. You get the ball and you just drive it down on a 14-play drive and just pound it in on them. And they didn't. And Ray Rhodes isn't going to smile. He knows this is a long game. He hasn't done anything yet. But I tell you, he's proud of that group that just had that drive and that quarterback right there. Guy McIntyre's now playing left guard next to Barrett Brooks.
First and goal at the 6. Detmer, quarterback draw. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's a call play.
And he got right in behind Guy McIntyre. It was said that Guy McIntyre has now been in at guard. Guy McIntyre was the guy that made that block so that Ty Detmer could run that called draw.
Bill Bates in the middle of the defense now yelling something to all the other members of the cast. 2 seconds left on the play clock. Detmer to throw it. Up the middle, touchdown Eagles to Irving Fryer. Detmer was hit just as he let it go.
Again by Leon Lett. But he stood in there and he found his guy and he threw him the ball. And then he tapped Leon Lett. Irving Fryer, if he has a go-to guy, that's his guy, Irving Fryer. What? He's going to get the rush right there from Leon Lett. Look what Lett does to him after he throws the ball. Now Detmer gets a touchdown, so look what he does to Leon.
Third and goal at the 3.
The Eagles need one more great defensive play.
Aikman's going to throw it if he has time. Picked up in the end zone by Willis. Willis laterals to William Thomas. This is Thomas. Troy Vincent down with the ball, and Vincent will stroll into the end zone. Talk about disaster.
Unbelievable. The Cowboys were in position. They had the field goal. It's third down. You don't want to force anything. Troy Aikman forced that one. But I tell you, I said that the Eagles had to come up with 2 great defensive plays, and they did. They come up with one where they stopped that run, and then that one where they intercept that for a touchdown. Now you're talking football.
The total return, 105 yards.
Hey, if they were going to go play pass would have been better on the second down. You see what happens here? You go the play fake, but no one went for the play fake. Troy Aikman gets rushed. He's trying to get out of it, and he just throws that ball in there. Of all the guys to try and throw it to, if you're going to force it to someone, don't force it to Ty J. Armstrong.
The extra point is good, and the Eagles lead 31-21.
Current drive. There's a man wide open at the 5-yard line in the end zone, Kevin Turner. Turner's first touchdown of the season.
Boy, is this important for the Philadelphia offense all year long. The opening drive of the season has given them confidence. They're the best in the NFL. 6 of their 10 games, they've scored a touchdown. That is huge, and that puts your defense in a great attacking position.
Second and goal, 10-yard line. Waters across in motion. Over the middle, pass is complete. You're right, Irving Fryer. 10 yards to Irving Fryer, his 7th touchdown of the year. He had 3 straight 100-yard games coming into this ball.
First and goal at the 1. Waters. Touchdown. Ricky Waters into the end zone from a yard out.
The big play before that was to Christy Jones, but most of this drive, I have to say, was Ricky Waters. And you could just tell that after that fumble that, that he got up, that this whole Eagle offense got up, and that was a different football team on this drive than they had been before that, as he was trying to get an extra yard.
2nd and 8, 3 wide receivers. Detmer back to throw. Detmer. Christy Jones walks into the end zone. From Ty Detmer. 13-yard touchdown pass. John Gruden not smiling, but he has to be happy.
Well, he had good mixture. He put Charlie Gardner in there, gave him the ball. Charlie Gardner gave him the life. Christy Jones gets a touchdown pass. Ty Detmer gets a throw. But the life for this drive was given by Charlie Gardner.
1st and goal for the Eagles at the 1.
I don't think Ricky Waters would get it here.
I would think you're right. He scored the other touchdown. He scores this touchdown.
Yeah, what they do is they put Ricky Waters as a fullback on goal line. He was a fullback location then.
Bouncing it outside for the touchdown. Ricky Waters and the Eagles jump out in front. Waters took the handoff on every single play that drive for Philadelphia, all 7 plays. Vital part of it. This is Waters bouncing it outside. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his 2nd of the day, and right now it's a 3-point game with the extra point coming up. That was good from 4 yards out.
And how many plays was that? I mean, it was a matter of 4 or 5 plays, and you're downfield, and they're in the end zone.
It was a 5-play drive, capped on the touchdown run by Waters. Touchdown, the extra point was good. Now Butler kicks it away, back to Philadelphia. This is Witherspoon from around the 6-yard line. Missed tackle. Witherspoon needing a big return and getting it into the open field may go. Derek Witherspoon down the sideline. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. Goodbye. No flags, and this is a game again. "95 yards from Witherspoon. That is his 2nd kickoff return for a touchdown this season, but none bigger than this one. An extra point would make it a 2-point game, and then you have to think onside kick.
Well, that's the youth of this team. Now watch the coverage breakdown. Witherspoon, it's a squib kick. There's a missed tackle there, and then another one right here. That's Tito Paul had a shot at him, and then he gets back out to the sidelines and is ahead of Anthony Edwards, 95 yards, and there's
Waters, and he can't run. He doesn't have the speed. That Montana State linebacker can't run with Waters.
From the 15, 1st and 10, Detmer going to the end zone, and wide open for a touchdown is the tight end, Jason Dunn.
And a nice job by Detmer. He got whacked. They hit him full flush, and he still got the ball on.
So the Eagles trying to cash in on a Giants fumble at 2nd down and 15. Detmer is 10 of 11. And into the end zone and a touchdown. His 2nd of the day. This time receiver Irving Fryer. He gets his first touchdown reception in 3 games, his 8th of the year. And Irving Fryer, who has caught 3 passes today, comes up big. Sports NFL Sundays choice cuts. 3rd down and goal from the 2. Say is on the move. Detmer with time and the throw, and it's a touchdown. His 3rd touchdown pass today, and the first to Chris T. Jones.
The whole game has been crossing routes underneath, and you saw it again. He's just 1 inch over the line of scrimmage, the goal line rather, when he makes the
9 seconds left. Rip into the end zone, touchdown. Irving Fryer makes the catch with 5 seconds on the clock.
Rip does a good job of standing tall on this one and just setting and firing.
Detmer with time, going up the middle, and the pass is caught by Irving Fryer. Touchdown, Eagles. 40-yard pass play from Detmer to Irving Fryer, and the Philadelphia Eagles are back in the game. And it wasn't flag football. He took his muffle right off there. He's working on Aaron Glenn. He beats Glenn to the top side. Now here comes Brown, who fell, and then all Glenn could get is the flag. Not flag football. That's 6 points. They hadn't gone to Fryer very much at all. And then he dropped one earlier. Ed West is in, 2 tight ends. Chris T. Jones goes in motion. Ty Detmer flips it, touchdown to Jones. That was all on Detmer. Detmer's feet was the difference in the play. Jones is able to go right back outside because the pressure put on the defense by Detmer when he rolled is the difference. That's a nice call. Just watch and see. Now the defense has to react to the quarterback. What are you going to do? You're going to stay back, you're going to come up. You see Marcus Coleman stop. He stopped as Jones made his break back outside, all because of Detmer's movement. Watch him inside. See, Coleman looks back inside to Detmer. There's the difference. 14th touchdown pass of the year for Ty Detmer. 2nd down and 6. Pressure on Detmer, and the pass, Irving Fryer, touchdown, Philly. And you can see the Eagle fans are plentiful here at the Meadowlands. Nice read by Detmer. Came with the pressure inside. Knew that he had Fryer to the outside. Fryer fought to get the inside. Ball's there, 6 points. Watch him working on Aaron Glenn. He jumps to the inside. There's no help in there. Shows up late, and it's 6 points. Detmer knew it as soon as he had that first step inside. He knew where he had to go with the ball.
Starting for the injured Dawkins. On 2nd and long, Graham under pressure, took a hit. Touchdown! Mike Mamula, the 2nd-year man from Boston College, on just the 2nd play from scrimmage. The Eagles strike first.
From the 1.
Ricky Waters is in for the touchdown. th touchdown of the season for Waters.